Hi guys, Rob here at Holidays in Hummer. I'm here today to introduce you to the treatment that we had done to our new caravan when we purchased it last year. The treatment's called Paintseal. Reason we had it done was because we had a motorhome before the caravan and we had it treated with Paintseal, and basically because we were very happy with it and we felt it did a good job, we decided to use it on the caravan as well. When we did purchase the caravan, the dealership did offer us an alternative treatment, which worked out maybe, I think it was about £150–200 cheaper, but we felt that it wasn't going to do the same job as what the Paintseal did with regards having to do additional treatments to it regularly and the guarantee, etc. The cost of the Paintseal for us in the caravan was £499. We didn't take the internal treatment, so you get £50 off the cost if you don't do the cushions internally. But we then decided to add the carpets, which was £60 after the £50 off, so it was £10 more than the normal price of £499. The reason why we didn't have the internals done this time, the cushions, was because Coachman caravans apparently come with the cushions treated, so we thought, well, there's no point in treating on top of that again. What we'll do is we'll go with it and see how they go along, and if it's not working out that the treatment's good from Coachman, we could always get Paintseal to retreat the cushions again. When we did have the cushions done in the motorhome, it was fantastic because if you dropped any coffee, tea, milk, if little Robbie spilt something, it seemed to just bounce off it. It came off, so it was very easy to do it. And if there was anything that was a wee bit stubborn, you'll notice in front you've got a fabric clean, which was a product that you can use on top of it just to help remove any stubborn stains as well. So that came in the pack. We actually have two packs now, because we're packed from the motorhome, and we've also got a pack from the caravan here. So we've got a bit of a stock of products there just now. You can see there's some other products there as well. There's a dry clean, which you'll see me using in the video. There's exterior wash concentrate, which is a soap basically, which you'll see me using also. There's a paint surface cleaner as well, which you would use if there's really any stubborn black marks or whatever. I didn't have to use that today when I did the wash. Okay. Paintseal itself, what we really like about it was low maintenance. You don't have an awful lot to do. Once the Paintseal treated it for us, or they told us that we mustn't polish the van, and even the motorhome before previously as well. So all you've got to do is wash it. That's about it. So for me, that's a lot less work. I had a motorhome before that one, and I just didn't have any treatment on it, and I was forever climbing up with a ladder and polishing and trying to get the black streaks out. So for me, that alone, the treatment here makes a massive difference. What the treatment does, you still get black streaks, but what it means is they're not against the van, they're onto the treatment, which makes them easier to remove. So there's always going to be streaks and marks or bird droppings, etc. But with the treatment, it means that it's so much easier to remove them. Less work, less maintenance, easier to wash, no polishing. You can't really go wrong with that. Paintseal offered us two treatments. There was a Teflon treatment, and there was what's called a Gen 3 treatment, which was a liquid glass ceramic coating that they apply to the fresh surface of the new van. And all it really does is seal in the new look of the van, which for most of us when we buy a new van, we want to try and keep as long as we can. Same with cars as well. The idea is to have it looking as new and shiny as long as possible, especially with the caravans and motorhomes costing so much money nowadays, and we spend a lot of money on these. The idea is we want to keep them looking as new as possible. So like I said, what they're doing really is, you've got the brand new van, it's nice and shiny, the panels are all lovely, and what this treatment does is it just seals it in. It's like a coating that seals it, and then you're always going to see that. And it protects it for, they're saying for a 5-year guarantee, but they've told us that it would last a lot longer than that, and it can even be sort of topped up if it was needed to be done. Paintseal themselves, according to the literature, has been going since 2004. And apparently they've treated more than 40,000 caravans and motorhomes. They do I think the car trade as well, and I think there's aeroplanes get treated with the Gen 3 treatment as well to protect them as well. So that's quite an endorsement on all that area. So for me, it's a no-brainer really, to be honest with you. A wee bit more expensive than the rest, but if you wait out over a period of time, and you're not having to do any more work for it. It keeps it looking nicer, low maintenance, and really you can't go wrong. The higher resale value, they say, I'm not sure if that'll ever happen. The dealerships don't really normally give you much more for your van, but what it means is if you do sell it privately, it looks more attractive to a buyer. That's it. The products that you can see in front of you, you can buy additional ones after, direct from Paintseal. The only one I bought when I had the motorhome was the wash concentrate, which is like buying your soap again, but there's a special soap they have that they prefer you to use, so that's not a problem at all. You have to buy soap anyway, so that's the only one I've had to buy. The rest of the products I'm still using the original ones, and they've lasted me quite well. So really that's about it really. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you the video that I made earlier on, and although this is playing before it, I did do the wash in the van a little while ago. First of all, you'll see me giving the van a soak down with the hose, and then I'm using a little spray bottle to spray the concentrate wash onto the van. Then I'm using a hand mitt to give it a very basic, simple wash. I've then used a dry clean, not even the surface clean, but a dry clean to take away some of the stubborn marks. You'll see that they come off quite easy. Some bird droppings as well. The black marks were at the back of the vehicle where there's no rail and the drips come down. I think there's one at the number plate as well, and with the plastic window at the front. So I've highlighted that. So I've not done the whole van, I've done some of the side, the front and some of the back, or about the back anyway. So to give you an idea of how it looks and how it works. What you will notice before when I'm washing the van down and after, that when I'm spraying the van, how the water just basically bounces right off the van. It's like when you've hand polished your car, and you put the hose on it and all the water beads. Well, the water on the Caravan just absolutely bounces off, so it shows that it's a really good treatment. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you the video now. At the end of the video, if there's any comments, any questions, anything you'd like to ask me with regards to the treatment that we've done in our experience with this treatment on our Caravan and our previous motorhome, then feel free to ask me if there's anything you want to ask. That would be great. If you think it's been beneficial, the video, and you've enjoyed it, or even it's helped you in any way, if you give us a thumbs up, that would be fantastic. It would be appreciated. If you haven't subscribed yet and you fancy joining us on our journey in the Hummer with the wee Robster and my wife Amanda, it would be fantastic to have you come along with us as well. But if you just like to watch the videos, then that's okay as well. So anyway, I'm going to let you see the video now, okay? So we'll pop you over to that, and I hope you enjoy and it's helpful. Okay, thanks again. Okay, what we're doing now is rinsing down the Caravan with fresh water, basically just to remove any surface dirt, and it makes it easier when we're applying the soap with the spray bottle. Also notice here when I'm spraying the van here how the water's beading off the van. You can see it's just bouncing off, and when I go in close here just now, you can see close up. When the water hits the van, it just beads off, so it shows the protection there and the coat that's on the van. So it's quite impressive, and how easy the water just disperses. Hi guys, you can see me here adding 2 capfuls of the concentrate into the bottle. If you were using like a larger bucket for washing a full van, you may want to put 3 capfuls into that, but I'm not going to need that today, so that'll be plenty. Now that we've added the concentrate mixed with warm water, I'm going to reapply the nozzle back to the top of the bottle here. Make sure it's just screwed on tightly. And then what I'll do is I'll give the bottle a little bit of a shake now, just to mix up the concentrate with the warm water, so it's nicely done for applying. Okay guys, I'm now going to apply the concentrate from the spray bottle. I'll give it a really good soak in, just give it a good spread all over. I'll probably take it higher up here and allow it to run down. The most important thing is to get plenty of soap on. And then allow it to sit for a little bit, just to sort of soak into the surface here before using the mitt or your sponge or even your brush on it. Okay guys, now I'm starting to use the mitt on the back of the van here, just rubbing through all the soap that I've applied. Not being too forceful on the rubbing here, just a nice gentle pressure. If the gentle pressure doesn't remove any of the marks or any of the sort of ones that are on it, then we'll use the dry clean just to remove anything. So we're not putting any major pressure on it at all here. We'll see how it goes. Some bits will clean better than other bits, depends on how the water's been running down the back of the van as it's been sitting about. Hey guys, here we have the waterless shampoo. I'm going to apply that to the areas that some of the marks didn't come off properly with the basic washing. You would use a waterless shampoo yourself probably when you're away on site. No access to water or not allowed to use water. That's an ideal way of keeping your van nice and clean and fresh from towing marks, etc., flies, bird droppings, etc., even some streaks if you get them as well. So it's quite a handy product on the move. Okay, you can see here we have a couple of black lines, a couple of marks here as well at the bottom. So I'm applying the cleaner onto the marks. I'm just going to spray it right along here. Then what I'll do is I'll take the cloth and just gently rub it and see if it comes off. A couple of seconds here please. That's fine. So I'll apply the cloth here onto the marks, give them a rub. I'm going to be very gentle, nothing heavy. And you can see already just by wiping it a couple of times, it's coming off really nicely. And not a lot of effort in that at all to remove these stubborn marks. And I've got a good rub round here, you'll see it's cleaned up really nicely here. Quite happy with that, and that's what the treatment's all about, not having to rub and polish it out. So you can see we've got another line here. I'll point to it here for you. There you go, and you can see the line. So again, I'm not even applied, not even sprayed any onto the line. I'm just going to use what's on the cloth here. I'm going to rub it off. You can see, sorry, you rub it, I can see it coming off there quite easily. Give it another buff down. So I'm really happy with that there. It's bringing the marks off very easily. Hi guys, I'm round the front now. You can see here we have a black line coming down from the front window, whether it's from the frame or the rubbers from the window. You can see it goes from the top down to the bottom here. So I'm going to use the dry cleaner on that, give it a spray on, just take it all the way down here. I've not washed this with the front of the van with any sort of water and soap. I'm just using the dry cleaner on here to show you the cleaning power it has. Once you've actually used the cloth to remove the black streak, you should normally then have another dry cloth and give it a buff up, just give it a nice shine. And you'll see here if I take the cloth over it now, it's removing the black line very easily. It has good cleaning power. But again, it's made easy by having the treatment underneath it, so you're not cleaning the van, you're cleaning the treatment. So you can see there, give it a nice rub, and no heavy pressure on that, just a nice average gentle pressure on that there, and it comes up really nicely. Hi guys, you can see I'm above the near side window next to the door here. You can see there's bird droppings here, so the birds have done their business on my van. I think it's been on the roof and it's splashed down the side. So I'm applying the dry cleaner here. Again, I've not used any soap and water here, mainly time constraints. I'm just doing this bit with the dry cleaner again to show you how it cleans any sort of bird droppings and stuff like that. You can see it's coming off nice and easily here, just a gentle rub again, and it's removing the marks nice and easily. Here you can see I've just moved a little bit along to the door, and you can see where there's a door window. Some lines have come down from the window itself, probably running onto the window itself and running down the framework. I'm just applying some of the spray here again, and
if I give it a nice wee, again a gentle rub, nothing, no hard pressure on here at all, just up and down nice and smoothly, very gentle, and you can see it's removing them effortlessly, which is fantastic, easy peasy. Okay, what I'm doing now is I'm giving the van a rinse down with the hose. I did use soap and water along that side there, although I've not got it on video. I've done the back of the van at the rear, and I've did the front streaks with the dry clean, and I also at the bottom of the window and the door, as you seen before, I did some of the cleaning there from a line, and also the bird poops on the roof. So what you can see here when I hose it down, you see how shiny it is before I hose it down, and it's looking really nice. Again, the water's just beating right off there, you can see it's just bouncing off. Okay, and it's looking really good. Normally I wouldn't wet it again after drying it all, and use a chamois or use a microfiber cloth on it just to make it nice and dry. We are due more rain again, so that's probably not going to make a massive difference anyway, but the idea is just to show you the finish and the protection, and I'm really happy with this. For me, the streaks were effortless there, the bird poops come off effortlessly as well, so from my point of view it's worth every penny, because there's nothing worse than taking hours to wash your van and clean it, and spending hours actually trying to remove marks off especially the black lines, which I have done in the past. It's a lot of work, and it means less time for going on holiday and less time for going away the van. So I hope you enjoyed this. That gives you a wee idea. Any questions, any comments, give us a wee shout. Thank you.